everybody, this is Little Mac, also known as your favorite video game character from Punch-Out and Super Smash Bros Ultimate, and welcome back to another of my video here on the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys another way on how to homebrew your Nintendo Wii console. In my previous video, I did make that video on how to homebrew your Nintendo Wii console using the letter bomb method, and this next video I'm doing right now is another way on how to homebrew your Nintendo Wii is by using the Smash Stack method. And I know that some of you all don't know what Smash Stack is, so I'm going to explain it to you guys right now. Smash Stack is an exploit that uses a flaw in the custom stages in Super Smash Bros Brawl to load unauthorized code on the Nintendo Wii console from your actual game disc and your SD card. Now, since this exploit is loaded from the SD card, it completely bypasses the system menu, making it difficult for Nintendo to patch, and which explains why it also still works on the Wii mode for the Wii U console. And yes, you heard me correctly. So if you have a standard regular Nintendo Wii console or a Wii U console, this tutorial has you covered. So I will be going through all the proper steps, what you need to do. So let's go ahead and get started right now. So for this, you will need a Nintendo Wii console. You're also going to need your Wii remotes as well. And the SD card that you're going to need for this exploit is you're going to need a standard regular 2 gigabytes SD card. And basically, you don't want an SD card that is about like 32 gigabytes, or you don't want to use like an SDHC cards because the exploit will not work with that SD card properly. So I would recommend you get the standard regular SD card, and it should be in the 2 gigabytes. And you're also going to need your legitimate game, which is most popular with that is and this one I'm using for today's video is the Super Smash Bros Brawl. It's a legitimate game that you will have to use for this exploit. And one more thing you might also need is this adapter that you can use your SD card for your computer or a laptop. And the reason why I'm showing this to you guys is that because my gaming laptop that I just purchased from earlier this year in January 2023, that gaming laptop does not have an SD card reader in it. So if you have a laptop or a computer but you don't have the SD card reader, you might need this to actually put this SD card into your computer or your laptop, whatever you have. But if you do have a computer or a laptop and it does have the SD card reader in it, then you don't need this. You can just put this SD card directly into your computer or a laptop. But if you don't have an SD card reader for your laptop or your computer, you will need this. Like there's 2 SD card slots right here. There's the one with the micro SD card that is like a little chip slot right here. And there's the standard regular size of SD card right there. And that's basically all you need. So now I am going to switch over to my gaming laptop, and I will show you guys what you need to do from there. Alright, here we are at my gaming laptop right now. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and plug your SD card that is either going to be directly into your computer or a laptop through SD card reader or through a USB to SD card adapter that I did show you guys in the beginning of this video earlier. And I did say that in my previous tutorial video as well. So I am using the USB to SD card adapter for my gaming laptop right here, since my gaming laptop that I'm using right now does not have an SD card reader in it. And now go ahead and open up my SD card in the File Explorer right here, and don't scan my SD card, please. So once you open up your SD card in the File Explorer, you want to make sure you don't have anything on here, so it's going to work fine. And you also want to make sure that your SD card is running in the FAT or FAT32 file system. If it's not FAT or FAT32, you want to right click on your SD card, go to Format, go to File System, and make sure one of these 2 options selected. You can either choose one of them, like either the default FAT system or the FAT32 file system. The allocation unit size, I would just say click on 32 kilobytes. Volume label, it doesn't really matter if you want to add a volume label, you can do that. And the quick format option, you want to make sure you have that check mark. And once you've done all of that, you can now click on start to start formatting your SD card. And your SD card will now be in a FAT or FAT32 file system. So we're going to leave the SD card folder, or we're going to leave the SD card file explorer open. So now what you want to do next is you want to open up Google Chrome and let's type in Smash Stack download. And you want to go to the very first website right here where it says webrew.org/wiki/smash_stack. And this is the website where you need to go to. And then you also want to open up another new tab. And this is the website that you need to go to. You want to go to bootme.org/download. Alright, and once you have that prepared, and there's also another version that you can use if you have a different console region for your Nintendo Wii. Like there's the Japanese version here, and there's also the PAL and Korean version here. And on top on top here, this is the US version one. So I have the American Wii console. So on this website here, what you want to do is you want to click on this download link right here to download the Smash Stack file for you. And now we have that downloaded. You want to go back to the bootme.org website here, and you want to click on this HackMii Installer version 1.2 link right here, and it will then proceed to download the file for you, and there's right there. Alright, so now that we're done with everything, we can just close out of these website right now, and let me just go ahead and do this just to stay organized. So now go back to the File Explorer and go to the Download section. And first thing what you want to do is you want to open up the Smash Stack first. And here's the files that is included in the zip file here. And what you want to do right now is you want to copy this private folder onto the root of your SD card. So extract it onto the root of your SD card right there. Alright, we are done with this file. We can go ahead and delete the Smash Stack zip file. And then you want to open up the HackMii Installer zip file, and you want to go into the folder right here. And this is the file that you want to copy over to the root of your SD card. So copy the boot.l file over to the root of your SD card. And copy it. There we go, and we are done with this. And this is how your file structure should look like on the root of your SD card. With the private folder and everything else, it's included in this folder, and the boot.l file that also needs to be included onto the root of your SD card. So now we're done with the gaming laptop right now, and let me just go ahead and empty out my recycle bin right now. Alright, so now that we're done, we can now go ahead and eject our SD card. And eject. It is ejecting. I have to wait for the message to tell me that I can now. There we go. Alright, so now that we just done everything we need to do with our SD card and we just remove it. Now I'm going to meet you guys back at my Nintendo Wii console, so stay tuned, everybody. Alright, here we are at my Nintendo Wii console. So what you want to do right now is you want to go ahead and insert your Super Smash Bros Brawl into your Wii console, which I'm doing so right now. Alright. So we just gotta wait for the game to load up. And don't insert your SD card into your Wii console yet, because we actually need to do something else before we do that. We also have to make sure there is no custom stages in the stage builder menu in Vault's menu in Super Smash Bros Brawl. So once your game has been read, you can now launch it. Start the game. All right. Press A to skip that. So I don't know if I need to like pause the video momentarily so that I will let this game to load up. But I think I'm just gonna wait here, and now the game has been loaded. Alright, here it is. The title screen of Super Smash Bros Brawl. Press any button to start, press A. Alright, so for this game, you want to, if you're using the Wii remotes only, you want to hold your Wii remote sideways like this. And that's what most people do. Alright, so on this menu here, you want to go down to Vault and press 2 to go into Vault. And then you want to go to Stage Builder. Alright, so here we are in the Stage Builder screen right now in the Vault menu for this game of Super Smash Bros Brawl. So on here, you want to delete all of these custom stages. However, if you really care about them, I suggest you copy it over to your SD card and then copy it over to your computer so that you have a full backup of these custom stages. But otherwise, if you don't really care about them, then you can erase all of these 3 custom stages. So for me, I don't really care about them, so I'm gonna go ahead and erase it then. So let me go ahead and erase all of these 3 custom stages. So let me go ahead and erase this one. Okay, erase the second one here. And last but not least, the last one here. Alright, so, and now that we just delete all of them, we can now back out of that by pressing 1 and press 1 again to get back to the main menu here. Alright, so with all of that been taken care of right now, we can now go ahead and insert our SD card into our Wii console at this time right now, which I'm doing so. Alright. Now after you plugged in your SD card, go back to Vault. And this is where the magic happens after you select Stage Builder. So watch this, guys. I'm going to press 2. And here's the magic happens. And there it is. We are loaded into the HackMii Installer right now. And there's that warning screen again right there in the previous tutorial video that I did. This software is free to use and it should not be sold. If you pay for this software or received it as part of a bundle following payment, you have been scammed and you should demand your money back immediately, as it says right there. So yeah, we're just going to wait here and wait for the option of press 1 to continue to appear. And if you want to learn more about this information about the scam, there's that website where you need to go to, http://hbc.hackmii.com/scam. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and press 1 to continue right now. And here we are in the HackMii Installer. And if it says the Homebrew channel can be installed, then you are good to go. Press A to continue. Alright, so you want to use the up D-pad on your Wii remote to go up to the Install the Homebrew Channel. Press A to install the Homebrew channel. It's going to ask if you want to install the Homebrew channel right now. Go up and press yes to continue by pressing A on your Wii remotes. It will then proceed to install it for you. Success. Press A to continue. And you are done here. So you can now exit out of that HackMii Installer. And it is now going to load you into the Homebrew channel right here. And here it is. Here's the Homebrew channel. And if we press 1, just like in the last video, we now have full access to everything. We now have access to our SD card slot, USB device, SD Gecko slot A, SD Gecko slot B. And yeah, so that's how you do it. And there's nothing on here yet because you actually have to add some homebrew applications onto your SD card by yourself. So I still cannot show you guys on how to do that yet because I still have one more video that is coming up next after this video, and it's going to be another way on how to homebrew your Nintendo Wii is by using the STR2 hacks method. So that is coming up next after this video. And yep, still fun fact, you can pop some bubbles here in the homebrew channel, which is really cool. Anyway, so that's it right now. We're just gonna press the home button on our Wii remote and exit back to the system menu. And that is how you do it, everybody. That is how you install the Homebrew channel on your Nintendo Wii console by using the actual game disc for the exploit called Smash Stack. And I hope this video helped you guys out on how to get this working. And with that being said, this is going to wrap it up for today's video right now. If you guys do enjoy watching this video and if this video helps you out on how to homebrew your Nintendo Wii, please smash that like button, give it a big thumbs up. And yes, with that being said right now, I would like to say thank you all so much for watching, for everyone who's been a part of this one. I'm Little Mac, also known as your favorite video game character from Punch-Out and Super Smash Bros Ultimate. Please stay safe, take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace out, everybody.